Kairi091 here for this week's edition of Kairi's Cards Cast.
Are we all alive out there? Red Sea, all alive out there?
Oh man, what a week! What a week!
Oh my god! Oh my god! To be a Cardinals fan at this very second in time.
We have a lot to get to today. We got a great show lined up for you guys. The first point I want to make before we do anything else is I want to say a sentence which is simply a subject and a predicate. It can be two words. I do. That's a sentence. And my sentence that I want to offer you is Fitz lives. That's what I want to say. Fitz lives.
Mine is Bears. Who we thought they were.
All right.
Bears. They are who we thought. Okay, go.
We got a baby pizza boy. All right. So we're gonna get started.
God.
Hang on. Let me start. We're gonna get started this week, as we do most weeks, with the
Top 5.
Top 5.
And we actually have two
Top 5.
to get to this week. We're going to start with the
Top 5
plays of the Cardinals and Bears game. I'm going to read my list, and Lutes is going to react to them. Lutes has not heard these yet. This is organic reaction here.
It's for real, guys.
Number 5 is actually a series of plays. It was when Clausen first came out in place of Cutler, and his first 3 passes were batted down. That was awesome, I thought. What'd you think?
That was awesome. That's my reaction, is that was awesome.
Right. Okay. No, I have a feeling we got a trend here. Number 4 is Fitz's first TD.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! The reason I was excited by that is because it was great to see Fitz live like that, to come back alive and do what Fitz do. Number 3, the T-Jeff stiff arm running back move after the interception for touchdown, when he looked like a damn running back with throwing the stiff arm like that.
I have been telling you about Tony. Okay, go on.
Number 2, the DJ kick return for TD. Lutz, tell us about that.
Tell you what? The fuck, that's number 2? What do you got at number 1? The flea flicker?
Oh, no. Well, okay, hang on. David Johnson's kick return for TD. The reason I want Lutz to tell you about that is because it happened...
No, I thought I had my own top 5.
No, okay, well you do, but
I don't need. All right,
okay, fair enough. Number 1 is.
I don't need him. I don't. Okay, go.
Number 1 on my list is Fitz's third touchdown catch, and the reason that one was important to me was because I didn't realize that he has never had 3 touchdowns in a regular season.
That last. Mm-hmm.
I would have expected that to happen a time or two. I honestly was shocked to learn he's never had 3 in a regular season. He had 3 once in his career, and it was in the NFC Championship versus the Eagles. That's the only other time he's had 3.
Yeah, and it's he had the whole 2 touchdowns for the 2014 season. So it was a good game. He already exceeded his touchdown total of last season in just that one Bears game. So what Kairi here is trying to get me to tell you guys about Red Sea is I was fortunate enough to actually be in Chicago for that game. Now, I don't want to offend anybody.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I arrived there, I was slightly under the influence of some alcohol a little bit. And so I'm already feeling really loose, and I'm trying to find my seat, and I walk into Soldier Field for the first time, and the energy is just so much different than UFP. Everybody's walking around Bears geared, is out like crazy. It's intense, it's gritty. You can see the open dome there. It's right in downtown Chicago, right on the water of Lake Michigan, and all the fireworks smoke was still coming up. So I just step into the place after getting my ticket cleared. And I'm at the ground floor still, where they have the huge opening where you can watch the game from the bottom level there before you go up to your seat. So I'm still down there. All of a sudden I realize they're in kickoff formation. I'm oh fuck, the kickoff is happening. So I looked at the group I'm with, and I'm guys, wait 1 sec, let's check this play. I turn and I walk up, and there's fucking David Johnson. He just got the Jets on, and I couldn't believe that this was unfolding right then, right there. I just came in, I'm inebriated, trying to still gather my surroundings and everything, and all of a sudden it's just a legendary Hall of Fame worthy play is unfolding right before my eyes. I jumped through the freaking ceiling, screaming, like knee to chest, jumping up and down, shrieking. And typical Chicago Bears fan just immediately turned around and they pushed me back, dude. And they're like, "You gotta go!" Like they were so upset that I showed up and just like bombed on their party with David Johnson.
So who
like
the hell
that,
takes
man.
a third
It was
game in
so incredible, dude. So like I walked away from that play, like it was just so exhilarating that my extremities were tingling, and I was like, I may have just gotten overexcited. So for me, that was just the single like greatest football moment probably of my life. Just walk into this new field and just have my mind blown like that. It was incredible. Great game though.
Bullshit.
So happy for Larry. We got a lot to talk about, man. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we do.
Bullshit.
Oops. Okay. I have another
Top 5
that I want to run through, but then we're gonna get through this one a lot more quickly. It's just my personal
Top 5
power poll of like the teams that I think are doing the best right now. Power polls are irrelevant and they kind of piss me off, but I felt like doing one this week. I don't really like them because the only like rankings that matter are like the standings, so I don't really care what like power rankings have to say. Anyways, number 5, Cincinnati. Number 4, Pittsburgh. Number 3, Green Bay Packers. Number 2, your Arizona Cardinals, but I have to give number 1 to the New England Patriots. Like I hate saying that, but they're playing they're playing out of their minds up there in New England, man. They're playing like freaking they're playing like they're like video game football players, dude. They're unreal up there in New England right now. So I don't know. I'd put us over the Packers. I'd put us over everybody, obviously, because I had us at number 2. But I just can't, in good conscience, put us over New England. Not yet.
I agree with that. That the Packers, they've played the harder games. I mean, granted, Seattle. We'll get to that in a minute. Losing at Lambeau, that's a much tougher win for Green Bay than I think the Cardinals have really dealt with. But the Cardinals have pretty much decimated. No, I wouldn't say they decimated the Saints. But the Bears game was just going to come off the wheels. Like the Cutler injury sucked. I don't think that was going to win the game for the Bears if he didn't pull that hammy.
And you know what the funny thing is that we're gonna move on to looking back at Chicago now because that's what we're doing. The funny thing is that we made mistakes at the end of the first half that like should have cost us the lead at that point. Like we had the muffed punt and interception. Like all in like a 2-minute span at the end of the first half. That really should have been like the reason that we were trailing, but our defense just came out and held them to 6 points when it should they should have gotten 14 or at least 10 out of that.
Oh,
and they ended up going away with 6.
That first half, the whole time, I just kept leaning over to the people I'm with, and I'm like, I think we're at a weird one, guys. What was it, like 3 minutes left when Fitz got that second touchdown or whatever, and or was it like his first touchdown of the game? I don't remember exactly which one. But the game, like the quarter fell over, or the half fell over at that point, and just like 3 more changes of possession or some shit since then? Like 2 more changes? It was just weird, man.
Yeah, it was.
It's weird. It's cool, though. It was just too much, dude. Like, that's the second NFL game I'd ever gone to. The first being the week prior at U of P. It was just too much stimulation, dude, for like a fucking live game. Like it was just the wrong game to go to at the right time.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Well, let's quickly mention like J.J. Nelson taking an injury, doing his best to try to like recover his own fumble, and now he's going to be out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm upset at him for that. But we're I mean, if we had to lose a position, I'd say wide receivers one will probably be okay.
Right.
Okay. The offensive line looked pretty friggin' good. Palmer got hit a few times, took a couple of knocks, but he has yet to be sacked this season.
Boom.
I don't want to get too far ahead because we have a segment later where we're going to actually be looking ahead, but like it's going to be really hard to just give that job back to Bobby Massey with the way Earl Watford's been playing at right tackle.
Well, we are already now looking ahead, I guess. They've already reinstated Bobby. They cut Kerwin Williams.
They had to cut Kerwin to do it.
They kind of bums me out a little bit because I'm a Kerwin guy. But what are you gonna do? And hopefully he clears waivers so we can just bring him back onto our practice squad and have him around just in case again. he set some good blocks and everything. I mean, he was part of like.
I feel like he's
I
feel like he's an unknown commodity to the point where he will clear waivers. If he was a slightly bigger name, I feel like he probably wouldn't. But I feel like Kerwin Williams means something to Cardinals fans, but nothing to anybody else in the league. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe the Chargers. But anyway, so but they've already been saying, Bruce Arians already been saying, Earl is probably going to start on Sunday. It's not a guarantee, but he probably will. But he's going to be on a really short leash. So Bruce already made it kind of evident.
Okay, but with what about Upati? Do you pull Larson and put Upati back out there?
Yeah, I don't think that there's any debate on that. Upati's going to play when he's healthy. So he's practicing now. He's out in the field and everything. So.
Okay, so you think the Massey taking over for Watford is not necessarily a done deal, but Upati's definitely taking the job from Larson once he's ready.
A healthy Upati gets the start. Period.
Okay, so then with Larson not starting at guard, do we maybe move him to the center and try to get?
It's an option, man. It's an option, but I don't know. Like, honestly, when we had that offensive line, like what we expected our starting line to be. I don't remember it being exceptionally stellar in the preseason.
When we had Massey and Upati and everybody in the preseason, I don't remember.
Yeah, we were not happy. Yeah, exactly. We were not happy with it. It's only been our regular season games where we're like, hey, it's not too bad.
Yeah, so, with the Valdir and Watford on the edges, Coop and Larson, and then Senline, I guess, in the middle. Coop, how about Coop, dude? It's about time he starts playing like a freaking 8th overall pick. He was 8th overall.
Loving him.
Wasn't he 8th overall, something like that?
I don't know, dude. Don't talk to me about this shit right now. That's looking way back, bro. Let's look ahead.
Let's look ahead.
Okay, let's look ahead. Let's talk. Actually, I'm gonna derail your whole freaking podcast like I always do.
Round 1, pick 7.
Pick 7. There you go.
7th
You're closer
overall.
than me. If this was Price is Right rules, dude, you would be getting the Showcase Showdown. But I want to talk about the last week. Are you ready for that?
We're gonna hit NFC West one time.
Okay, one time for your mind.
There's not a lot to say about it. Seattle's 0-2. St. Louis is second in the division because they have a divisional win and San Francisco doesn't. So
but let's talk again. The Seahawks are last in the NFC West, and I want to just make sure that I come out right now and state that the Seattle Seahawks are the last team in the NFC West after 2 weeks. They're in last place. That means that they are the worst after 2 weeks. I can't say it enough, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over until Kairi cuts me off. Seattle Seahawks are in last place.
One more time. Hit it again.
Seattle Seahawks are 0-2 last place.
I know.
Dude, this guy was up in Seattle.
Who the frick saw that coming? Go on.
No, this guy in Seattle was at it's called the 12 Club. It's some fucking bar where they sell team merch, and he cut out a little square of paper and wrote 0/ and held it up in front of the one to the 0-2 club. Yeah, got him.
Oh, baby, that's only right once a year though. What's he gonna do?
I know. Right. Cam Chancellor's like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I'm out.
Okay, but that leads to a pretty interesting point. Do you feel like that might be to blame? You feel like Cam's holdout's the reason why they lost either of these?
No. No, simply because he's a very important part of that backfield. Now, everybody does say that, Earl Thomas is the best. Everybody says he's the best. But, Cam Chancellor was more of, the QB of the DBs back there. In terms of coordination and everything, there's definitely missing that. But, I mean, come on, man. You lose one player on the defensive side of the ball, and you're telling me that you don't get to...
the Rams.
Yeah, and you don't get to win football games anymore? I mean, get the fuck out of here, dude. So, no, we lost Cromartie, who was, our starting corner, and we're not, losing games now. Although, again, I will point out, our strength of schedule has been different than Seattle.
Okay, but let's not... Okay, but you said you mentioned Cromartie, so we got to point out, Cromartie played cornerback. And we did just play in week 1 against arguably the best passer in the league. I'm sure some people would make the case for that. And we shut him down pretty well. He burned us a couple of times on slant routes that Cromartie wouldn't have even been covering. So the point is that Cromartie's departure didn't seem to affect our ability to shut down Drew Brees. I mean,
Yeah.
what more
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you need to see other than Drew Brees? Tom Brady, maybe. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Or I don't know,
NFL.
the other guy.
We're done with the
Okay.
NFC West. They're stupid.
We're the best.
I know about them. So we got a crazy week. The first thing I want to talk about, NFL at large, before we get to the featured segment. The Dallas Cowboys have traded for Matt Castle.
Yeah, I heard.
How about that?
That's strange that they would do that because I thought, according to Jerry, Jerry out there, Brandon Whedon, is the most talented passer you'll ever see, or gifted. He said gifted or talented, some kind of adulation that was kind of out of left field. I will say though, Brandon Whedon has the most pig face of any passer I've ever seen. And that isn't like even a comment on his game whatsoever, but the man has the face of a pig. I don't know if that's I'm sure rude. I don't think he gives a fuck what broke-ass me has to say about him.
Sure.
But look at his face sometimes real close and you'll see what I'm saying.
The New York Jets are 2-0. Todd Bowles. Five takeaways in back-to-back games.
You guys are welcome to go back to some of our previous NFL shit content, and you'll hear me saying things about the Jets like that. I wasn't that shocked about it. Everybody told me I was crazy, and I'm like, okay, the Jets have been like mismanaged up to this point, but if you look at that defense they have, you put Todd Bowles in charge of that team, and you tell me that there isn't something that they can fucking scrape together with that, and you're crazy.
Yeah, the thing is that they're offensively just good enough to not lose what the defense sets up for them.
They're similar to the like 2014 Cardinals, kind of like that. Without
the last Wisenhunt season when we had the Ray Horton defense that was Mondo and Beastly, but we couldn't do shit on offense. We had it reminds me a lot of that one.
That one. It is more similar to that because we have a quarterback that's supposed to be there. I don't know. What do you think about Geno Smith, man? You think they're just, if he's like, okay, I'm ready, you think they're just gonna punch him in the mouth again?
No, actually, they're Todd Bowles are announced today that even once Geno's healthy, that Fitz is still their man. That Todd Bowles said that today at a press conference.
Good.
So, and you know what? What a journeyman, dude. Who hasn't he played for? Ryan Fitzpatrick. He started in Cleveland. He played in Buffalo. Played in Houston. Played in Tennessee. And now he's in New York Jets. I think I'm missing one. I think he played. I don't know. Did he play for the Chiefs? I don't even know. I don't know.
It was almost surprising he didn't play for the Cardinals. But
right. Oh no, dude. There was a lot of talk about that. Him maybe coming to the Cardinals when we were looking for a quarterback because the fact that his name is Fitz also. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Fitz to Fitz.
Bengals. Okay. I'm sorry. He never played for the Browns. He was drafted by the Rams. Then he went to Cincinnati. Then Buffalo, which is where I saw him in Buffalo and thought, man, that guy's not bad. Then he went to Tennessee, and then he played for Houston last year, and now he's New York Jets. So there you go, guys.
All right.
He's been everywhere. Now we got that settled.
Can I talk about this last week in the NFL? I've been fucking dying to talk about it.
Hit it.
Can I just start going through this shit? All right, here we go. I'm hitting it. So I'm going to throw at you guys what these spreads were. I'm sure some of you guys already realized this. And just kind of what happened, you know? So we started off Houston versus Carolina. Carolina with a -3. They did win that game. It's not crazy there. Pittsburgh with the -6.5. San Francisco got that one. But check this shit out. New Orleans with the -10.5 over Tampa Bay, and they lose that game. Are you kidding me, dude? Like a -10.5 and they fucking lost. Like That's not just underdog, dude. That's like you will not win this game type of fucking spread. Detroit versus Minnesota. Detroit gets the -1, lost. Arizona versus Chicago. Arizona on the -1. Yeah, we know what happened there. New England versus Buffalo. New England versus Buffalo. They gave him an even line, dude. But that's kind of like, in retrospect, not that crazy, considering that they lost by a score. The Bills did, of course, since Tom Brady may not lose a game until the Super Bowl this year.
God
wink,
damn,
wink.
Tom Brady.
San Diego versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati -3. They pulled that one. Tennessee versus Cleveland. That was an even line. Let's see. That's amazing that freaking Johnny Manziel has wins and like Andrew Luck doesn't.
What was the line on the Monday night game? Jets and Colts.
Dude, can I do my thing here?
Yeah, do your thing.
Thank you. All right. We got the Rams and the Redskins. Rams with the -2.5. Now, like, I gotta stop and just say a couple words on this one. This is the type of shit that really pisses me off, dude. And it's not so much that the Rams got a minus 2.5. I would have picked the Rams to beat the Skins. It's not that. And I'm kind of just segueing into this like angry rant because of seeing the name Rams. They got so fucking hyped and coronated prematurely for being so great for no fucking reason, dude. What did they ever do to deserve to be called like possibly the best NFC West team? Like it's going to be Seattle and probably St. Louis this year. It's like really Arizona, like more improved, healthy again, hasn't broken into your conversation yet. Like you're still thinking the Rams are decent with their 7-9 record last year, picking up Nick Foles. Like really, I want to know what they're smoking, dude, because it sounds really fucking crazy. So anyway, fuck the Rams. They aren't the team everybody always fucking pretends that they are. They're not that great, but they do like to chew up our quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. Fuck them even harder.
Atlanta versus New York Giants. New York Giants go negative 2.5. They lose the game. Like I don't know what they're trying to do, but the irony here is the Giants are, even though they've lost by a combined total of 5 points so far in both these games, they're probably best positioned to win their division right now. And you know how these Giants work, dude. They're going to win their division, and then they're going to go to the NFC Championship game where they lose. Wink, wink. Okay, so next we got Miami versus Jacksonville.
Okay.
Miami with the minus 4.5. Dude, Miami's giving up like almost 500 yards a game. Like at 490 first game, like 460 something second game. Like, dude, I was pretty high on the Dolphins. You guys remembered me kind of like putting them up there in the AFC East talk. I put the Jets kind of up there. Actually, what I said was the AFC East is going to be a much, much better division than has been. It's not going to be just Patriot Town. Like, they're going to actually have to play games with some of these teams now. But what the fuck is this, man? Like, they're supposed to have this great defense now, and, like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. All right, moving along. Baltimore versus Oakland. Okay. Baltimore with the minus 6. Bang, dude. Raiders stepping up. Like I've been saying they were going to. This isn't that fluky, man. Like, they're good on both sides of the ball, dude. Like, they're just growing. They have a new head coach. They've got new rookies, new young players. But this team has tons of upside. You got to look for them to start improving. So here they go. Ravens, on the other hand, go in the opposite direction. Okay, moving right along. My favorite game of the week, man. Dallas versus Philly.
Oh boy, this one.
I can't even finish it. I can't even finish saying the name of that city. I'm just so embarrassed for them, dude. Philadelphia at the minus 4. You all can go back and listen to me say how the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl because, like, you know, we're all victims of indoctrination sometimes. But
watching too much EDP.
I think that you just can't see shit get that shaken up, and like you just know it's the NFL. Chip Kelly's like a professional. There's no way he could fuck this up like that. Like, you'd have to have like a plan. And he fucked it up, dude. I mean, can we not, like, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but considering what people were saying in the preseason, especially when Bradford came out there and he's like, look, I'm great against these fourth stringers. Bing, bang, boom. And then he goes out and has to play a whole fucking game against a starting team. And he can't, like, they got shut out in the first half in both of their first 2 games. People were saying they were going to score like 50 points in these games, dude. Where the fuck are all these points? Where the fuck is the team? Where are the completions, dude? Oh, it's just like there's such a mess.
Next game.
Kiko got injured, dude. They're done, bro. They are done. It is like the most embarrassing hype I've ever seen in the NFL. Vegas gave them such high, like, tier 2 Super Bowl odds. I'm so sorry, dude. Fuck that. They're the fake bird gang. All right. Green Bay versus Seattle. Green Bay at the minus 3. That was decent because they did win that game. But then the Seahawks are 0-2. Oh, by the way, Seattle's in last place in the NFC West. Okay, I
heard that from someone.
We got New York Jets versus Indianapolis, with Indy getting the minus 7 on them, and of course losing, because it turns out when you hire senior citizens to play in your offense against like a young fucking defense, that doesn't work out that well. And Andrew Luck is like a turnover machine, dude. He's not, I don't know, man. Okay, the reason I want to go over this is just so I can make sure that everybody who thinks they know shit about football, you just fucking don't know shit. Like, you can kind of have like, and this goes for me, it goes for everybody else. Like, you just gotta watch the games, man, because you never know what's gonna happen. And the way that people would have ridiculed the notion of the Jets opening up 2-0, including a win over Indianapolis,
Yep.
you would have people laugh hard in your face for saying that.
Oh yeah. Literally, your friends would say stuff like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like they would seriously
they would tell
scoff at you.
They would tell you didn't know shit about football, and you're just like, okay, well, I guess Todd Bowles doesn't know shit about football either. We'll see what the fuck he has to say about it. And here's what he had to fucking say about it, dude. They straight embarrassed that team, embarrassed them.
Oh
man.
no, dude. What about that goal line fumble? Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh, that was fun.
Woo!
Woo!
What a week, dude.
I like the 1 yard line. They're running it in for the TD, and they freaking drop it. Oh.
What a week,
what
man.
fun was that? Okay. Okay. I want to ask you a question. Okay. Did you notice this? Hang on, listen to this. Oakland, Jacksonville, Cleveland, Washington, Tampa Bay, all won.
For the first time ever in NFL history, did they all win on a Sunday together?
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen, dude. Oh, how about David Johnson signed jersey and cleats in Canton, Ohio, guys and girls? Because that's what happens when your first 3 touchdowns are all in like the receiving, rushing, and the returning. Like that.
Got all of them, dude. He got all.
Yeah, we're
everything
sorry,
he touches turns
world.
to touchdowns.
We're sorry, football people. Like Bruce Arians came to your door and y'all turned him away, but he turned out to be Jesus. So here you go.
How about this? Bruce Arians versus Todd Bowles in the Super Bowl.
May his will be done.
All right.
How oh my God!
It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna. Let's quit bullshitting for a second. The New York Jets are not gonna win the AFC Championship. There's no chance of them getting around the Patriots in the playoffs, even
not
if they make it.
Unless he becomes like Tom Brady or something, dude. Like as long as he's still out there. Yeah, the Patriots are just playing some kind of like freaking voodoo football right now. It's really scary because it seems like everybody else in the NFC is deciding to like blow up, which isn't great or ideal because I'd much rather just stomp the shit out of them with them like fully confident. I don't even want to be the Jordy Nelson-less Green Bay, let alone like a Cowboys team that's all freaking from the practice squad, you know?
Do you know what I think is interesting about we got to move on, but I want to make one last comment about the NFL at large, about Tom Brady and the Patriots. I feel like every single season I find myself saying, "Man, this has got to be Tom Brady's best season." Have you noticed that? Like every single year, you'll be like, "Man, Tom Brady was kind of in a slump last year, but boy, he's playing his best football he's ever played."
But hold on though. It took him 10 years to come back and win that big game again. And last season was the season people were saying, "Man, this might be it for Tom Brady. He might be retiring after this because he looks like shit." Remember that, dude? Dude? Didn't they open like? I don't want to say 2-3. I almost said 2-4.
It was something like that. It was something stupid like that.
It was something like, wow, the Patriots really fell off.
Okay.
It was an underwater number. And then what happened? So I don't necessarily know that them playing hot at the beginning of a season is as good as it was ever for Peyton Manning, you know? So we'll see. Or the Cardinals, for that matter, last year and this year. Knock on wood.
So let's look forward real quick. We got a couple of minutes here to talk about the Niners game coming up. I feel like their defense is pretty goddamn lousy. I feel like the only player that did his job last week was Kaepernick. I feel like he's the only guy that, and don't get me, I hate saying that. I don't like calling Kaepernick, but he's the only guy that did his job last week against Pittsburgh. Everybody else was just stupid in that game. Cap's the only guy that played legit football, throwing for 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. In spite of that, let's see here. How many times did Cap get sacked? Hang on, I want to see. I had it up here. Oh, yeah. He got sacked 5 times, total of 37 yards lost. So.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Really?
5 times. Yeah. They gave their O-line gave up. You guys missing Mikey Potty yet up there in San Francisco? They gave up 5 sacks. Now, on the flip side, the number of sacks that the Niners had on Ben Roethlisberger was 0. They didn't get him once.
Yeah.
They didn't get him once. And if you look at their numbers, Roethlisberger played about the same football as Cap. He got 360 yards, 3 TDs. solid performance, 21 of 27 to Cap's 33 of 46. But when you go down the line and look at everybody else, you got nothing. Cap was the only guy that did anything. Carlos Hyde ran 13 carries for only 43 yards. That's all he got on 13 carries. Compare that to D'Angelo Williams, who got 3 touchdowns and 77 yards on 20 carries. So to me, it looks like the only guy that did his job last week was Cap. For
How
the
did
Niners.
DeMarco Murray look?
I didn't
DeMarco Murray, wasn't it 2 yards on 13 carries? Yes.
Was it? Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. No, it's not great. He keeps trying to run around the outside. Well, he doesn't. The play call is to run around the outside because he's Sproles and Shady McCoy. He's not, who he actually is. He's a north and south runner. Like every fucking person knows about him, except for apparently Chip Kelly.
And now here's the other
Eagles
thing. I don't
fans,
want to
you're
get
not
back
listening
into
anyway.
the NFL at large discussion, but I feel like, okay, first of all, Pagano's done after this year in Indy. I think that's done. I think Pagano, there's too much friction between him and Ryan Grigson. And Pagano's comment about how poorly Luck was playing, Luck has always had to scramble under a lousy offensive line, and Pagano said something like, "Yeah, you'd think after 3 seasons we would have gotten somebody for the offensive line." Dude, that is a public jab at your general manager. That's what that is. That is code for, it's not my fault the GM doesn't know how to sign offensive linemen, guys. That's what Pagano was saying, okay? So Pagano's done in Indy. Chip Kelly, I feel like it's NFC Championship or bust because of the expectation that was put forth for Chip Kelly. If he continues this collapse, he's done. But for him, it's really not a big deal because every college in this country that has a vacancy he's got his choice. If Chip Kelly gets canned by the Eagles, he can choose any school that has a head coaching vacancy, and they'll take him. So Chip Kelly isn't going to be unemployed long, even if he does lose his job. Pagano's probably going to have to go be an assistant somewhere, though, if he loses his Indy job. I don't see him. I guess maybe he gets a head coaching job if there's a vacancy that fits his scheme, but I envision Pagano's probably going to have to spend a season or two as a coordinator before he can get back up into head coaching.
Do you think Bruce and Steve would considering having him as like a coach somewhere?
That would be so weird, wouldn't it?
It would be, but it's not unthinkable.
Right.
I mean,
no.
A dick to be. Okay, go.
I agree. Okay. We got to wrap up because we're running over on time. And hey, what's going on here?
Lutes Locks.
There it is. We're gonna do
Lutes Locks.
for this week, and for this week,
Lutes Locks.
we got some games to pick for you. We're gonna start. Lutes, you're gonna start by you're gonna pick all these one by one. Washington at New York Giants.
I got him up here. So New York Giants are getting the -4. Why don't you go ahead and take that? They're playing much better than their losses are suggesting they are. Next game, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore's getting. Do you want me to stop for you during these at all?
I want to introduce the game, and then I want you to respond.
Oh,
Cincinnati
okay.
at Baltimore. I want to do something for this one.
Baltimore's getting the -3. I don't know if this is a primetime game. I don't think it is. So I think Cincinnati is going to win.
Atlanta at Dallas.
No, we're going to do New Orleans at Carolina next. That one's -3. Carolina getting the -3. Carolina, really? Are the Saints going to open 0-3 and the Panthers going to open 3-0?
Are you?
Yes.
Well, it's up to you.
Crazy. Yes, they are.
Okay, keep it going.
Right. Okay, we got Oakland at Cleveland. Cleveland's getting the -4.5 on Oakland. Oakland coming out into freaking Brownstown. So let's go ahead and give Johnny that second win of the year.
Okay, keep it going.
Okay. Atlanta, Dallas, that's an even line there. This is an interesting game. I can't see the Falcons losing this. I'm going to have to pick the Falcons, although Dallas's defense, I don't know who they think they are, man, but they were like one of the Eagles wide receivers said that he heard the Dallas defense calling the Eagles plays as they were coming out, as they were snapping the ball. They were so all over them, dude. So we'll see, but I got Atlanta winning that.
Okay,
right,
hang on. I want you to do the next one in the voice of the sunglasses guy.
All right, this is Sal Incognito. We got a great pick for you. Tampa Bay, Houston. Houston's getting the -7. I don't know why the fuck people think these Texans are so fucking good because their mascot should be Jadeveon Clowney because they're a bunch of clowns. Go ahead and pick Tampa Bay to win this one.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now hang on. I like that.
I don't know
pick.
why Houston's getting.
I like that
God.
pick.
What?
And if so far things go the way that you've called, you're gonna have Carolina and the Bucks at 3-0 in the NFC South. Keep going.
It's not my fault, dude. It's not my fault that they're doing that.
Keep going.
Man. And it's not my fault people think the Texans are good. I don't know why the
I don't know why. I don't know where people get. Look, don't get me wrong, dude.
Been good. Okay.
I want to see the Texans succeed, but I don't know.
Okay.
They haven't given me a reason to think they're gonna. Keep it going.
Please never say the Texans are going to win a game until they do. Okay. Anyway. All right. San Diego at Minnesota. Minnesota's getting the -1. I'm going to have to go with the Vikings on that because San Diego's traveling. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville at New England. New England's getting the -14. Y'all fucking no. They're going to cover that. Patriots are going to cover that spread. Or is it Patrio? Okay.
The -14 spread they're going to cover?
Against Jacksonville? Sure.
In New England? Sure. Keep going.
Philadelphia, New York Jets. There's no line on this one yet. But I am going to have to pick the Jets for just the win then because they're playing in New York. And come on, dude. How great is it going to be when the Jets are 3-0 and the Eagles are fucking winless?
Oh, my God. Keep going.
It's okay. Indianapolis at Tennessee. No line on this yet. It's a divisional matchup. Mariota lost his last game. I know that the Colts are really going to want to win, but here's the thing. Like Kairi pointed out, you're dropping fucking shit talk on the GM as the head coach in a press conference. Your house is not in order. I'm going to go ahead and take the freaking Tennessee Titans to win that game. God, that's going to be amazing. Indy go 0-3, please. Okay, San Francisco at Arizona. Arizona getting the -7. They're going to freaking triple that spread. Okay.
Is that it? We didn't.
Buffalo, Miami. Dude, I'm reading them off the list. Settle down. Buffalo, Miami. Miami's getting the -2.5. This is tough, bro. Miami, I don't know why the fuck anybody wants to tell me Miami will win a football game right now. I'm taking Buffalo, even on the road. Same time zone. So Chicago at Seattle. No line on this yet. They're playing with the backup Clausen right now.
In Seattle.
I can't see them traveling to an 0-2 Seattle and handing Seattle their third straight loss. Okay. Seattle's gonna fucking win that. It's so stupid.
Wouldn't it be great,
Denver,
though? Wouldn't it be great, though?
Wouldn't it be the greatest?
Go on.
Okay, we got Denver at Detroit. No line on this one yet. I'm going to have to take the Broncos. They're playing a little better than I was thinking they were, and the Lions are definitely playing worse than I thought they were.
Yeah.
So, enough said.
Finally.
Kansas City at Green Bay. It's a tough one, man. It's in Lambeau, so I gotta go with Green Bay. I'm not that they were undefeated in Lambeau last season. Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown an interception there since what fucking decade? I don't remember.
It's been a while.
So yeah, that's
I think
10 years ago, man.
I think he was picked off by Night Train Lane. All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for this very long episode of Kairi's Cards Cast, guys. Sorry that we ran so long, but we had a lot to cover, and honestly, man, there's a lot of stuff we didn't even talk about that I really wanted to get to, so whatever. Next week we'll be coming back at you with more fun stuff, hopefully talking about your 3-0 Arizona Cardinals. Let's get a closing comment from Nature Boy Ric Flair.